welcome back to the first vlog of 2023. Can you believe that? 2023. Oh my god. First off, I want to say Happy New Year to everyone, and I hope everyone had the most amazing end to 2022. And before I get chatting away about myself, I would love to know how all of you guys spent the holidays. Tell me about the highlights, the lows, if you feel like sharing that. You know, tell me anything. Tell me about all your time with family and friends and loved ones and where you were in the world. Did you travel? Did you have any good meals? Tell me about your good meals. I would love to know about you guys. But now about myself, I essentially spent the holidays with family. I decided to just prioritize being with my family and friends and with Jack and his family. And oh my god, was it ever the most just fulfilling time ever. Had lots of good meals. We made gnocchi like 4 times. Homemade gnocchi. Had never made homemade pasta before, and it was so much fun. I got to go skiing. I watched lots of movies. I did reading. I read lots, which is nice. Took lots of naps and slept a lot, and I just, you know, enjoyed time being me, and I had a really lovely time. But now it's 2023 and I'm back, and I am so excited to be here with all of you. I feel like my boob was out there. It's okay, we're good, we're in the clear. But yeah, I'm really excited for 23, and I'm so excited to be back with you guys, and I'm just so thankful for all of you. You know, over the period, I obviously wasn't on social media, wasn't on YouTube, and I really just took the time to truly appreciate this beautiful community that not I have built, but we have built, because all of you are just as much a part of it as I am. And yeah, so I just wanted to again say a huge thanks to all of you for sticking around and, I don't know, tolerating me sometimes. But I wanted to start off this vlog by sharing with you guys some of the things that I got for Christmas. These aren't all of them, but there are a few things that I think you guys are going to love. And then I want to tell you guys a little bit about kind of my goals and aspirations for 2023. I'm not a huge what do you call it, New Year's resolutions type person. I just love to look back on 2022 and really have a think at what worked, what didn't, what I'd like to improve on, what things I want to spend more time on and less time on. So I do want to chat with you guys about that. I wish I could like ask you in real time like what you want to hear first, but I have grabbed some of my Christmas stuff and put it near me. So I thought I would show you that. I'm actually going to start off with 2 things that I got for myself. Now these are a little bit of like late Christmas gifts, but anyways, I want to start off with some books, because you know what, last year I focused so much on all the things that I had to do that I didn't have time to read, and reading is something that I love dearly, and I know that so many of you are readers and enjoy chatting about books, and I miss that about. That is something that I realized I want to do more of in 2023. So let's start off with the book that I'm almost done, but this is, and I'm sorry I took the cover off because sometimes on hardcover books the paper covers just like slide up when you're reading, and so I always end up taking them off. But this is Think Like a Monk by Jay Shetty, and I think this was like the perfect book to end and start the new year with. And again, this is all about mindset. Let's go through these chapters here. It talks about gratitude, meditation, routine. He goes through negativity and identity, and I think these are just awesome things to honestly just think about as we're starting the new year. This book kind of, I feel like, reminded me of Atomic Habits, but in a more like internal, I don't know, could you say internal? I don't know. I feel like this is obviously more about like being, oh, what's the word? Mindful. But I feel like having a book like this, which is a lot about, you know, mindful thinking and really being honest with yourself, pairs so well with something like Atomic Habits, which I know a lot of you have read, but that's more about routine and success and having routines that lead to success. But I think they both go hand in hand. Your mind is really strong, and you know, having all those routines are also really important. So book number 1, awesome. Number 2, I have always wanted to read an Isabel Allende book, and I'm gonna be honest here. I'm gonna be very brutally honest. I discovered Isabel Allende through Jane the Virgin, and I didn't at the time know who she was. I grew up in Canada, okay, so I feel like the exposure to Latin American anything was very limited. I picked up The Soul of a Woman. So this, I believe, is more based on her life, whereas some of her other books are more like fiction. And it just seemed beautiful. You know, it obviously touches on feminism and what it was like growing up, and this spoke to me. So this is actually, as soon as I'm done Think Like a Monk, which I should be able to finish today, this is my next read, and I'm so excited. And if you have any other recommendations from her novels, because I know she's got a few, comment down your favorite ones, because I'd love to pick one after these. Unfortunately, the bookstore that I went to had no Isabel Allende books. This was like the last one left in the store. So yeah. Next one is a little one, and I've actually read one of hers before, but this one is absolutely amazing. So this is, I can't pronounce his name, Dior JEWELLERY. Correct me if I'm wrong, please correct me. Or A Feminist Manifesto in 15 Suggestions. So this one is by the beautiful and amazing Chimamanda Adichie. And I have read one of her other books before, and recently I saw that she was the face of the newest Dior launch. They have relaunched the Lady Dior in a new style, which I have opinions on, but we can talk about that later. And this is a beautiful, beautiful book, essentially written to her friend's daughter. It seems like her friend reached out to her and said, hey, how do I raise a feminist girl, a feminist daughter, a feminist woman? And Chimamanda decided to write an entire book. And these are kind of like 15 suggestions to how to raise a feminist woman. And they're amazing, amazing, amazing. I wish I could just like rant about this to you guys. I'll share one of them here. Let's see, that was amazing. Jack and I actually sat in the car after I got this book, and I was reading out the book to him, and then we would discuss it. And after each suggestion, we would just talk and talk and talk about it. But let's see. So, 7th suggestion, I'll read a random one out to you. Never speak of marriage as an achievement. Find ways to make clear to her that marriage is not an achievement, nor is it what she should aspire to. A marriage can be happy or unhappy, but it is not an achievement. That is just a little glimpse into this book. It is a super short read, so if you're not a big reader, this is one that you can get through super, super quickly. But it's a type of book that read it, sit down with someone, discuss it, or even just discuss it internally with yourself. It's so amazing. She's such a witty, yet brilliant writer. Absolutely love her. Again, I want to read more of her other books. Not available at this particular bookstore that I went to, unfortunately. But I chewed through this. Jack and I literally read this in one car ride, and it was amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Couldn't recommend it enough. And the last kind of little gift to myself was a journal. Now, throughout 2022, I actually started journaling, and I don't think I ever shared this with you guys, but I would journal when I would get really flustered and really anxious, and I found it was so, so helpful. I would essentially, if I was just feeling really big emotions, I would just write them down. If I was feeling nervous, I would say, I'm feeling nervous because XYZ and this happened, and it would immediately calm me down. It was a tool that I used all through 2022, and I decided that in 2023, I was gonna do it more consistently, and not just in those moments when I felt like I needed to just calm down. And so I know you're not going to be surprised by the color, but I picked up a beautiful moleskin journal in the color yellow. I wanted it to be yellow because it's my happy color. Yellow is one of my absolute favorite colors, and of course it had to be this like beautiful golden yellow. And I was actually a bit disappointed because I thought this was going to be leather, and it's fabric, but I still don't mind it. It's beautiful. It was on sale. Perfect. And this is something that is going to be added into my routine, but I will tell you about that a little bit later. So those are the first few things that I got, and yes, they were gifts to myself, but they were still gifts, so I wanted to tell you guys about them because I know you love books. But let's get into the rest of the stuff. I'm gonna go grab the first gift. So first thing I got is this gorgeous coffee table book. I will put a picture up here of the like paper cover, so that's what you're gonna see when you buy it. But of course, when you buy coffee table books, always, always, always take off the paper covers because they're gonna have beautiful bindings. And this one is brown. It was like the most beautiful, beautiful thing. It's Louis Vuitton. It's not the traditional orange one that almost everybody has, which I wanted a Louis Vuitton coffee table book but I didn't want the orange one that everyone had. I also just felt like orange was just really bright in my apartment, and I wanted to keep tones very muted. And so this one is perfect because I was actually eyeing this up before Christmas, and it was gifted to me, so I absolutely love it. It's so, so beautiful. If you're looking for a very neutral, like, coffee table book, this is it. This is the one. It is so beautiful. So that was another thing that I got. Then I have been doing a ton of cooking, and cooking is something that I've really, really enjoyed doing. I'm a huge foodie, and now I've been actually venturing into making more and more recipes. So I got an apron. This one is from Williams-Sonoma, and again, it's just kind of like this cute gray striped pattern, really, really cute. Again, it's a functional item, okay? But I'm very, very excited because last year, I remember I got in trouble on a couple of my YouTube videos because I was cooking in some fairly expensive clothing items, and I didn't have an apron, and so this is gonna be perfect because I won't have to change out of my nice outfits or risk getting them stained or ruined. So this was an awesome little gift for my cooking endeavors, and it's also Williams-Sonoma. My mom has had her Williams-Sonoma apron for years. I kid you not, like over 10 years, and it still looks absolutely beautiful. So yeah. Oh, I haven't even had a sip of my coffee yet. Now, the next thing is gonna be a little gift. This one's from Jack. We got each other a few little things because this year, again, we really wanted to focus on some experience things and just save money for experiences rather than items. And so there's a funny story to this, but one of the things that he got me was a Guinness glass. I'll get closer so you can see it. Look how beautiful that is. Oh, Guinness is our favorite beer. And I'm not a big beer drinker, but Guinness is one of my favorite beers. It's not fizzy, so I like it. I don't like fizzy stuff usually. And so funnily, we both got each other Guinness glasses, but his were a vintage style, and finding Guinness glasses in Canada that fit our Guinness cans perfectly is near impossible, but he did it. And these are, I believe, vintage glasses, and it's really, really cool because if you compare it to the one that I got him, which is a newer one from just like the Guinness website, the glass on this one looks a little bit bluer, it's thicker, and you can see it's got tons of little imperfections, which when you buy older stuff, that's what happens, which is just super, super cool. So he got me 2 of these, I got him 1. And I intended to get him little half pints, so they'd be about like this size, a little bit smaller. I accidentally got him shot glasses. When they arrived in the mail, I burst out laughing. Wait, I think I told you this already. Anyways, I burst out laughing. I brought them up and gave it to him, and he laughed because he's like, oh my god, Sam, this is such a you thing to do. And it truly, truly was. I do love to make mistakes like that all the time. Okay, next thing is a little bit heavy, so I'm gonna lean over here. Oh, next thing, heavy. I got a beautiful casserole baking dish from Le Creuset. And as you guys know, last year, I don't think I fully showed it to you, but I got a beautiful Le Creuset Dutch oven. And oh my god, that has replaced like every single pot and pan in my apartment. It is amazing. It is non-stick, a breeze to clean, and I'm constantly just looking for recipes that are like 1-pot recipes, and I just make them in my Dutch oven. And I'm only getting 1 thing dirty, which means less dishes. I hate doing dishes, so it's perfect. But this is actually from my parents, so they decided to get me some beautiful casserole dishes. I'll show you the other ones that I got. And so they got me that big one, and then I have these 2 smaller ones. I've got a beautiful green color. This one matches the big one. And then I got a beautiful green one. My parents know that I've been wanting to just go for all the neutral colors in my apartment, all the browns and greens and blacks and golds, and so this big green one is perfect. I can't quite use this one when I'm on my own because it's really big, but for example, we had one of our friends over and we had to use some of the bigger ones, which is perfect. But I absolutely fell in love with these. And ladies, I know they're expensive, but they are non-stick, okay? I cooked chicken drumsticks in the oven, and everything had like kind of really burnt along the edges. And when I tell you that that's scraped off, like in one little pass, oh my God, you just, like, if you buy this, don't buy it for the aesthetics. Buy it for the ease of cleaning, because I feel like one of my least favorite things about cooking is cleaning. So if I can have items in my kitchen that make the cleaning process easier or as easy as possible, then that is a selling point for me. So yeah. Right, start these up again. Next little thing that I want to mention is something from Dior. Now this is actually sent to me from the Dior team, which is always so special. I'm just so grateful that the brand that I'm so passionate about, you know, knows who I am, I guess you could say. Anyways, so I got this beautiful little, let me pull it out before I spoil it. I got a beautiful Dior bracelet, and it looks like this. Oh, how pretty is that? And I just love how beautiful it is. I feel like it's right up my alley. It's just a gold band with two little pearls on the ends. I feel like it matches my style. Like, even I could just leave it on and it looks beautiful. Matches my style so beautiful, and it's just so thoughtful. So thank you so much to the Dior team for that. I just, so special. And then now I'm just gonna tell you about a little bit about some of the other things that I got, just because some of them are being used or just I can't necessarily bring into this room. But my parents actually got me a projector for my room. Now I am a bit allergic to TVs because I don't like how they look. I'm not a big TV watcher, to be honest. Never have been. But Jack and I love watching movies, and we're constantly watching series together. And so my parents decided to get me a little projector. Now they have a projector at their house, which is amazing. It's brilliant because they have big tall ceilings and a big wall for it. So they're constantly watching movies on their projector, and it's amazing. And so they got me one. It's actually right now in my bedroom, and because I have like blackout shades in my apartment, I can actually just pull down the shades at night and project the projector onto it, and I can watch shows on there. So if you're looking for a little projector, if you have like a small space, you don't want a TV, you don't want TVs to ruin your aesthetic, but you still want to watch movies and stuff, I'll actually link the one that I got down below. It's from Amazon. It's awesome. You can connect it to Bluetooth. I just got a Fire Stick for it, so I can watch like Netflix, YouTube, literally anything on it, and it is amazing. It's awesome. Now I'm just trying to think what else I got. Oh, I got a wonderful certificate to Langdon Hall, which was amazing. That was actually from my aunt, and it was totally unexpected. It was so sweet of her. Jack got me my own golfing glove because I've actually been using his sister's golf clubs and glove, and he got me my own little golfing glove for golf, so that was really sweet of him. But yeah, that was just a few of the things that I got, and I wanted to show you guys all of them, especially the Lakers set. I'm so excited to use them. Anyways, now I feel like I want to chat to you about goals for 2023. Whew, this video is going to be a lot of chatting, so I should have put in a disclaimer in this video to grab a cup of tea or coffee. Let's chat about 2023. And I want to start this part of the video off by saying I would love to know what types of videos you guys have been enjoying, you guys want to see, because I feel like social media is changing a little bit, and I think the way in which people interact with social media and content creators and influencers is changing, and I'm not sure if TikTok is a contributing factor in there, but I'm just always curious to see how people are engaging with social media, because I know myself that I've definitely just changed a little bit in how I consume social media. At least for myself, I'm just looking for that quality over quantity, and you know, I'm looking for valuable things and not just like, you know, random stuff. And so yeah, I don't know, but let me know, comment down below what types of videos you guys have been enjoying, you guys would like to see, what you maybe didn't like. I would just love to know, and I'd love to chat with you guys about it in the comments. For myself, one of my major goals, I guess you could say, is my morning routine. And my morning routine, you will have seen a glimpse of it this morning, and it composes, it's very simple, okay? It's nothing extravagant, but it goes like this. I wake up, I open up my book, whatever book I'm reading, I read, and then I grab my journal. I journal a little bit. Somewhere in there, I will make a coffee, sometimes not, depending on how I'm feeling that day. And then I will hop onto my yoga mat and do some stretching, yoga, maybe a little bit more if I feel like it. And that to me is so important, to have this time to, you know, read and reflect on my life, because journaling isn't always about all the negative, right? It can be a place to really focus on achievements. And I think as life goes by, it's so easy to forget all the wonderful things that you're achieving on a day-by-day basis. And then yoga, getting back into stretching, feeling strong, and having that moment to meditate. And my coffee. I love my coffee. I'm back on coffee, guys. Woo! I'm back to enjoy my coffee. I was on a little matcha hiatus there, but we're back together. And just having that hour to myself in the morning, and if it means having to get up an hour earlier in my day to make time for that, then that is my priority this year. And then there are other like career-oriented goals. This year with content, I really just want to focus on being me. I think when I started, everything grew so fast. Not that I lost sight of who I was, but I got so focused on, you know, being successful and just keeping up with everything. Then I just started getting clouded by people's comments about myself, because I know it's a part of my job, but when you are getting daily comments about who you are, and what I mean by that is I was getting comments every single day with people telling me who I was, because people assume they know you. It started to cloud who I was. I was getting compared to other people, to other creators, and I was actually, in an attempt to not be compared to people, I stopped being who I was, so people would stop saying that I was being like someone else. And that was the worst thing I could have done, because that meant I was actually being not true to myself. And I just came to realize, you know what, there are people in this world who are similar, can't avoid it, that's just how life is, but no two people in this world are the exact same. That's not possible. And so I think for me this year, sorry about the sirens, oh my god, that makes me giggle every time I say that now. And so my priority this year, at least for work, is to just be me. I am someone that loves fashion, I love reading, I can be a bit of a nerd. I love history. I'm still in school, and that is one of my goals for this year, is to graduate. Hopefully that happens. I'm not sure, but that is one of my goals, and I think it's just sharing all of those things with you and not be afraid that, you know, you're not gonna like it, because some people just aren't gonna like me, and that's fine. That's okay. So yeah, and I mean, I told you guys last year already that I was really gonna make a point to share so much more of my life and all these different parts of my life. And one of those huge things for me was Jack. Obviously, the person that you date or you marry is a huge part of your life. And for me last year, I felt like, you know, Jack was 80% of my life and I wasn't sharing him. So that left me with 20% of stuff that I could share with you, and that became really hard. My routines were changing, and that's okay, right? But I needed to give myself that opportunity to share that with you. I also really love Jack, and so for me I was like, oh, the internet is so mean, and I was just so afraid that, you know, if I brought him on here, that people would be mean about him or comment, which I mean, I don't see how you could be. But you know what, I signed up for that. He didn't, and I was very aware of that. And yeah, I'm really excited for this year. Hopefully you'll be seeing more of him, because like I said, he is a big part of my life, and I don't think he's going anywhere anytime soon. So those are just kind of the things I really want to focus on this year, is focus on me. That's it. I feel like that's the theme of 2023. Focus on me. And you know, I think, not that I'm not going to focus on other people, but I think it's so important to take care of ourselves, and at least for me, to just stay true to myself, because it is so easy, you know, to people to tell you, Sam, you're this, Sam, you're this, Sam, you're that, you're like this, you're doing this, and I'm like, well, like, who am I? It's very easy to get conflicted, and I got very conflicted last year. So anyways, that was just a little bit of a rant, not a rant, just a little bit of a update on 2023 and kind of what my goals are for that. But now I want to show you my bedroom because my blanket finally came in from Etsy and I can't wait to show it to you. It's so, so beautiful. I finally got the proper size this time, so let me go show you. So this is the new throw. And it is so, so beautiful. It looks like that. So it's this beautiful like plaid tartan colors. You've got the browns and the greens, and it is the most beautiful, beautiful Harris tweed. So it's even got the, see if I can get close enough so you can see. So you've got the hand woven cloth like approval. It's from Scotland, 100% pure new wool. And I will actually link the Etsy shop that I got this at because it is just stunning and is quite a big size, honestly. As you can see, it covers the bottom of my bed quite well, and then it opens up. Really, really cozy. Just really wanted to show you this because it took about 2 or 3 weeks for the throw to come in, and like I said, I had ordered the lap blanket. Don't be like me and order the lap blanket because it is really, really tiny, but that is now in my living room. But oh, it's so, so cozy. I love it. It is wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Now the price tag is a little bit high on it, but this year my priority is to buy things that I'm not going to swap out in the next 6 months, especially for my apartment. My goal here is that if I get something new, it's gonna hopefully go into, you know, future apartments, future homes. That is my goal. So this blanket, I know I spent quite a bit on it. I think it was like $300 or something. This is not gonna go anywhere anytime soon, and the quality is so, so beautiful that it should last years and years and years. Because there was a blanket on H&M that was $190, not including tax, not including shipping. That blanket would have easily crept up to this, to the price of this, and that was just mind-boggling to me. So when I saw that, I was like, no, we are buying this throw, and it's happening. So yeah, I just wanted to show you guys that. Oh my god, I just forgot something to show you. Another gift that I got. I'm gonna go back over here. This was actually from Jack's mom, and I can't tell you, I think it's my favorite gift ever. But she got me a uterus sweater. And she essentially found this young lady, I believe she's in the medical field, and she sells super, super cute sweaters with like cute motifs, and one of them is called Go With The Flow. I hope I can't get in trouble from this from YouTube, can I? Probably not. Anyways, I hope not. But anyways, it's a cute little sweater with the uterus. Look! And I think the name of the sweater was Go With The Flow. Tell me that's not the cutest thing you've ever seen. Anyways, I just thought that was the cutest little thing. And it's the coziest sweater ever. Oh, look at my little uterus sweater. You'll be seeing a lot more of the sweater because it is just, it's the cutest thing ever. I feel like it's very feminist, you know? Like a little feminist moment, but like cute at the same time. Anyways, I think that is enough talking for this vlog. Now, I apologize that this vlog is very one note, but I wanted to just kind of start the year off on a nice chatty note. And you bet that I will keep vlogging today, so next vlog should be very, very exciting. I am so excited to start the new year off this year, and I can't wait for everything that 2023 has in store for us. I'm so very excited. But anyways, I'm going to get on with my day and start a new vlog. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye. Mwah.